sex must be consensual.
Okay.
Right? Ucansi obenzeka i-consent ingekho. I believe that is classified as a rape or a sexual violation. Mustn't ukusebenzisa igama le-rape ngoba leli rape kubuye libe nalento yokuba violate kanti yenzeka umuntu violate sexually kungazange kube khona i-violence. You understand? So sex must be consensual.
Excited kakhulu namhlanje i-episode yethu yes4 ikule podcast yethu #mamela. Namhlanje as always nama guest ethu on my left uMakhojelwayo, far left uBabu Ndlovu, on my right here uNgwane. Ngicela sibingelele ababukeli emakhaya. I-topic yethu ke namhlanje exciting at the same time very sensitive. Sikhuluma nge-sexual consent. So I'm sure ukuthi sihlezi sibuza imibuzo. Sometimes kuba khona umuntu wesilisa othureshiwe, sometimes kukhona abantu abawu2 abathandanayo usisi athureshiwe. Then we ask ourselves ukuthi kanjani ngoba labantu bowu2 bayathandana. So kwenzeka kanjani? Umuntu wesilisa uyarape, abantu abawu2 bayathandana kodwa sikuthiwa kune-rape. Yenzeka kanjani leyo? So namhlanje lokho ke esizokuthola ku panel yethu. Babudlo kuna lento ekuthiwa i-sexual consent. Ngicela nje ukuqala ngawo ukuthi uma sithi consent sikhuluma ngani? Sikhuluma ngokuthi sivumelene mina nawe sizolala. So if ukuthi siyathandana sangavumelana ukuthi siyalala. Sekuyi-rape. Kuqala nini ukuthi kuba i-rape? Ngicela nje ke siyithathe siyixoxe from that. Ukuthi masithi consent sikhuluma ngani masithi consent?
Ngaze ngoba usumbuza umbuzo empilo. Kodwa ke mhlawumbe
ayiphendule uthuka nje mina.
Uzoqala ngalo ukuthi siqala le masithi rape. Ukuze siqale mhlawumbe uzokuthethe. Ihlupha lento ngoba umuntu isiyaso yaba nevalue kuyona. Isikhohlakele. Ucabanga kwami ukuthi umthetho South Africa noma isiphila ngaphansi kwawo awusakwazi ukubeka izinto ngobuciko bazo nangobuqotho bazo. Ama-rape asemaningi kakhulu akhona. I-rape usuyakwazi ukwabeka ukuthi ile usuwahlukanisa mhlawumbe igaba ezine noma ezinhlanu. So lokho kwenza ukuthi-ke i-rape uhlala uyigadi ukuthi ukhuluma ngani usikhuluma nge-rape. Kodwa-ke omunye umuntu ngathi iqala uma ngabe bengavumelananga abantu ababili, ephoqiwe omunye noma bengazani, noma i-rape ukuthi ngempela omunye akekho esimeni sokuba socansini bese-ke iy'thola esesimeni sokuthi socansini.
Manje njengomuntu wesifazane kuma-relationship kunalesithombe esithi, correct me if I'm wrong, kunalesithombe esithi abantu abahlezi be-ready to have sex abanye silisa, right? So sikhona isikhathi la ukuthi umama akafuni or akekho ready. So kuleso sikhathi esinjengaleso, when do you say you've been raped by umuntu othandana naye? In this case, ngi-interested abantu abawu2 abathandana naye. When do you say umrepile umuntu othandana naye?
Well, I will start off my statement by saying that I am not speaking from first-hand experience. I've never been nearly raped or close to raped or it's never or sexual harassed in a way that I can, classify it. But ngokufunda nokubona kwabanye, people who have been raped, what they say is that it's a mental thing where it happens with you, your power gets taken away, right? and the power gets taken away, instills a fear of if you want something into your body.
Yeah.
But when I've made don't make it seem as if me wanting that thing from you is wrong for me.
Yes.
You are the one who's perhaps wrong by not allowing me to do what I need to do to you.
Yeah.
Uma couples ngingasola ukuthi mhlawumbe kungaba isimo sokuthi you as a woman sometimes you just are not feeling like being intimate with someone. But ukuba umuntu esisoqotho, it's about the thing is umuntu esifazane having intercourse is not just the act of wearing and intimate. It's the beginning of the day. How do you start your day? How do you prep her to be able to be ready in the evening for her to open up to you and allow this thing to happen of making love. It's small events, small things that romance her in order to allow her body and her juices to flow. That's how you know a woman is ready. But now we have this thing which in the middle of the night umuntu soyaphuthaphuthaza or umuntu sekwenza lalela ukuthi angithi ngiyasho ukuthi kumele lento lena umuntu esifazane ayiqali nje ukuthi okay we are doing it now. We've been doing it the entire day. Love making is something that you do constantly. You don't just do it naked laying down or inserting each other's private parts. It's not about that for a female. Umuntu esifazane, it's more mental. You have to stimulate her mentally so that her body can also be aligned. I mean, some people will even go as far as saying, this is going to be very explicit. I'm sorry to people who are going to. Some people will go as far as some men prefer dry and tight, which is absurd and weird. Where does that come from? Dry and tight, which is what? Scientifically, which is what? She's not ready. When she's dry and tight, hello, she's not ready. She's not moist.
Dry and tight. I just need to understand when two people are in a relationship, is it about the two of them normal, it's about the fact great so why not? Let's just have sex.
Yeah.
Dry and tight. Oh my God, dry and tight.
But I think umbuzo wakho njengoba uthi i-couple iyathandana sekusikhathi ukuthi ke ocansini, do they both have to be ready or is it just one ukuthi ke ready me? Asiqale la. Sex must be consensual.
Okay.
Right. Ucansi olwenzeka i-consent ingekho, I believe that is classified as a rape or a sexual violation. Mustn't ukusebenzisa igama le-rape ngoba leli rape kubuye libe nalento yokuba violate kanti yenzeka umuntu aviolate sexually kungazange kube khona i-violence. You understand? So sex must be consensual. Inkinga iqala kulento esizama ukuyiphendula namhlanje yokuthi what do we understand as consent? And i-assumption yami ithi singabantu njengoba kune-rape engaka kwi-country yethu, I don't think we agree on consent. In fact, I'm of the view yokuthi baningi abantu who have been convicted and found guilty of rape abahlele emajele bengazi ukuthi ba-rape. They honestly don't believe that they raped. Simply because into yena I understand that is consent is not what the other person understood to be consent. So sex must be consensual, but then the issue is, do we agree on what consent means? So mhlawumbe lokho isobe sikubheka
Babu Joe, njengoba ibeka ungwane ukhuluma indaba yokuthi sex must be consensual and i-topic yethu relationship sexual consent. So we relationship setting, especially because you are married. So ngokwe experience yakho nangokwe understand kwakho, now that we are married, now we are a couple, ukwami lana sisebomini, do we have to say as a husband, which is woman, ma'am, namhlanje sizoba siyocansini, ngabe ready sizocansini namhlanje, ngabe kulungile ukuthi namhlanje siyocansini? Is that what consent is? Because njengoba besho ungwane ukuthi I guess this is understand ukuthi what do we mean when we say consent? Do we talk about it before silala? Noma nje singena ekamereni uma Mdlovu uyazi awuziyaduma namhlanje.
Ingakho ngithi mhlawumbe enye into engayibeka ukuthi mhlawumbe sikhuluma kuma level ngempela angafani yesex ngoba emshadweni enama limitations. And umama uyazi ukuthi umsebenzi wakhe mama ngabe nje khona uzosubmit akuba.
Yeah.
So akusona ukuthi kufanele ngasokusikhathi usuku lweni manje livala kwezinto ezenzeka usukwini nevale zingafiki ekamereni zingaphazanyiswe
Ngoba ekamereni kosethe.
ngoba isikamereni indawo yakhona and indoda nomuntu osifazane yilapha i-happiness yabo umbone umfazi nomuntu osifazane esenejabule ngoba ulalela wanele usuku.
Yeah.
So ngamanye amazwi uma ngabe ungabujabulisa ukhanda abantu abanama-problems amaningi society mhlawumbe isingabe sikhuluma ngayo ngoba uhlangana nomuntu ethukuthele kanti ngempela azange anikezwe ithuba lokuthi uma zivalelwe izinto seyivalelwe iy'nkomo zavalelwe iy'nkukhu zavalelwe iy'mbuzi sekuyibona manje sekhona sevuswa ama-issues emsebenzini faswadiscuss endaweni yawo noma swadiscuss sidlule siyivale i-chapter izinto ezenzeka osukwini kube usuku lethu. Isayensi ithi at least indoda efanele noma abantu abathandanayo abasemshadweni ucansi fanele benze ikhathi ey'ngaka ngeviki noma ngenyanga. So uma ungabheka u-22 days or 22 times in a month njengamanye amazwi icishe yinto le efanele ihlale ikhona ngaso kwesikhathi. So ingakho ngithi angeke ngikhulume la ucansi khona luvakashelwa lintshontsho lenziwa abantu abangafanele mhlawumbe noma ukuthi mhlawumbe akazi uma umuntu amnika umuntu afanele ukhona empilweni yakhe noma akekho. Kodwa kubantu abasempilweni omunye nomunye iy'khathi zonke hayi akuna issue evimbi isimo socansi.
So nje by virtue of us being married okusho ukuthi vele i-consent sesivumelene ukuthi mina nawe akusifiki esazoxoxa ukuthi
umama masifike nje wamasi-through ekamereni
phela by virtue nje ukuthi we're married.
Ilanga ngabe sekuvela amabhluku mama usesekuthini sefakubike ukuthi ngaseze nabhluku as manje angihehe vele
understand this ngikule le esho ubaba Ndlovu unkosikazi wala ekhaya sesishadile la ekhaya masike sangena ekamereni ziyaduma inkonzo ekhaya.
Yazi ukuthi yini vele lokakushoyo ngeke ngiphikise ngoba indlela abona ngayo nayi inkinga la ifikile khona uyazi silanga lithi no 12 hours abantu besisa bane-tendency nje yokuthi umuntu angawukhiphi udustbin mamina awukhiphe sekumele ukhulume umuntu ifoni iyenzani sekumele ukukhulume into ekade kumele yenze ngesikhathi sokuthi ayisenzekanga sekumele ukhulume manje yonke leyo build up leyo yenzani inciphisa lesimo sokufuna yabo. Into engikade ngisho ukuthi a woman doesn't have sex yabona into ayisho it's very chauvinistic afuna ukungasho kodwa umuntu wesilisa vele akabe chauvinistic but ke buya ke being a human being suka ku chauvinist stopping a caveman uya ngapi lalela ke umuntu wesifazane kumele umnese engqondweni romance in here so that by the time kufika ungafika u-dry and tight bese sekuthiwa umrepeat. You have to do your due diligence as a man and do your promises that you said. I will be loyal to you. I need to finish my vows, when's the normal vows now? And it's a constant commitment. It's a daily commitment, and you have to stick by it so that when it's time for you to reap your rewards, as you say, ukuthi mele ngene faka ama-see-through akangafaka ama-see-through kodwa inhliziyo ingamanqethenqethi akuvulele kade akakho nakhona lapho lokho ku-wrong.
So okusho ukuthi if kwenzekile ubaba walala nawe in the situation lo oyishoyo uthola ukuthi umama akekho kahle enhlizweni khona akasetshenzwanga njengokuchaza engqondweni, so singakuthatha sisho ukuthi baningi abantu besifazane abareshiwe just because they were not ready, just because umama asho ukuthi umama no, but nakhona at the same time ulala nje yingoba vele ubaba
Balama balisili ubheka ama
so do we call it rape?
That's why I asked the question I asked earlier. Do we agree on what consent is? Maulalela ama submissions of both Ugajeni and Makonjekali, you find Ugajeni in Daishole and Uti wafuma ukana nomukanwa.
Yeah.
That is consent.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So consent. Ngokuthi uvumile ukuzogana la ekhaya and awukahambi. You have consented to
angesilinde wena ube rape.
Yeah. Ngokwamakhonjelwayo ukuthi for every sexual act esizoyenza kulo mshado, whether we are married 30, 50 years, for every sexual act, every act has its own consent. You understand? Now, what happens is a man marries a woman or opposite, a woman is married to a man and and sekune clash manje yendlela ababona ngayo I-consent emshadweni wabo. So this one believes by virtue of you being a spouse, uma nginesidingo uthi angikhale kubani, right? Ihlupha mina lento angisho ukuthi wena you are turned on, wena you are ready. Ngibika kuwe njengospouse wami ukuthi yibe kunenkinga manje ngidinga ukulanyulela, fanele ngicele kubani. Understand? But lo munye uthini bekumele ngabe ngiqale ekuseni wami wanibela ungisebenza ukuze masekushaya lesikhathi sengire. And that is where I think we are having a problem. We have a problem of assuming that people think the same way about sex, and we also have a problem of assuming that a couple will always have sex the same way under the same circumstances all the time, and it's not the case. Abashadile masibabuze bayashela ukuthi kwesinye isikhathi kuyashesha, kwesinye isikhathi akushesha, kwesinye isikhathi kwenziwe ekuseni kuvuka bese kuyaqala usuku, kwesinye isikhathi kwenziwe ebusuku, kwesinye isikhathi kuyatshontshwa emsebenzini ngamalanje kubuye kuzokwenziwa lento kuphinde kubuyele futhi emsebenzini. I think the way we talk about consent is way too simplistic for the level of complexity of a sexual relationship between a man and a woman.
Yes.
You close a day. There's an event right back on one of our team. We're going to pass in the camera sometimes a week. Having a talks up before. What is a kuluma? Usukula kulunjana sekingani all those things. Lezi part all those things. Sibusela ngomthanda usevale usuku lwasemini. Siqala usuku olusha la sixolena khona la ugcobe khona. Yabe ngikhuluma ngeze ukuthi ungamuzwa kahle efonini. Uthi ukhulume yini ashe yini. Zonke lezi zinto siyayilungisa. Bona ngoba i-problem enkulu uma kufika lapha ungalungisa izinto za before bese zi-affecta inkonzo elandelayo. So masidlule kahle entweni zethu awivali chatha yangala ayikho into esiphazamisayo kulele nabo sesixolelene koyonke mosasele ngapha sala abantu kunenkinga ukuthi mhlawumbe awungayijwayelene ukuthi senza kanjani usuku silivale lwedlule lasesikhathi semini siqale isikhathi esisha ekuseni sibo ne-devotion yabona. So ngamamazi uma ngabe kuya ngokuthi isimo senu lihlele kanjani ukuze nibukele manje usuku olulandelayo. So yonke lento leyo iya ngokuthi ningabantu abadala. Uma ningabantu abakhulukudelayo nje empilweni ezizinto ningayibuka kahle hamba nengxabane last week push isiphoso. Kodwa uma ngabe izinto ziyixoxa ubaba drive angasabi face up issues abenawo okhulazi nomama yenza ukuthi lithi kungena empedeni bese ku abantu abafisa ukuthi sebengaxoxa.
So in other words bamdlo umtshela ukuthi uma umshado wethu usuphethe kahle sohloniphile senze izinto ngendlela efanele ngaso sonke it's expected ukuthi masingena ekamereni sihlezi se-ready ukuthi masingena ekamereni sizoba nenkonzo. We would not have issues wokuthi whether namhlanje noma kusasa so yiloko kushoyo ukuthi uma siwuthithe kahle umshado wethu ayihlonipha kahle salungisa yonke into before sazi ukuthi uma ngabe usuku lwethu uhambe kanje salilungisa sagena endlini egubini lethu akekho umuntu okufanele ayithole ngathi akekho ready.
Style fanele enenzakala fanele emva ngakwesex le khathele nokho nokudala nilale futhi ngaphansi nawo yabo noma umunye abuze baba sazongisebenzisa
Baba sazongisebenzisa what the thought makonje naye amlekele baba sazongisebenzisa
Really, am I nice? What am I?
Can I come
Really, a utensil?
yeah please
I think one of the things that is coming up with the conversation is another misconception that I believe we have around sexuality and a sexual relationship between a man and a woman. And that is the misconception yokuthi sex is a favor for the man by the woman. Right? Ngoba okwamanje mongayilalela le conversation yethu sisakhuluma ngomuntu wesilisa ofuna ucansi kumngaki or ku-spouse ku-partner wakhe or umuntu wesifazane. And what is the problem with that misconception? The problem with that misconception is one, it causes a woman to believe ukuthi whenever sex happens, she is doing something for him.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
Okugcina sekudala ukuthi azibone sengazathi uyena kuphela okufanele abe kwi-right state of mind in order to engage. Right? If you speak to some men, they will tell you ukuthi ubuye emsebenzini ukhathele uthethiswe umlungu emsebenzini, business elihambanga kahle wenza i-loss, and the woman is aware of all of those things, but she still goes for ucansi without first trying to assist him ngendlela angamu-assista ngayo kule nto ayithwele. So what I'm trying to get at is, because of this misconception yokuthi sex is for the man by the woman and not for both of them by each other. Into eyenzakalayo ukuthi le nto kuyichaza amakonjulayo yokuthi aqhamuka besethi zaduka bayayenza nabantu besifazane, precisely because they have this understanding yokuthi umuntu wesilisa is always ready, but it's not the case. Kuwukuthi abantu besilisa banayo le ability yokuthi ezizwa ukuthi akekho ready, but because he has a sense of duty to his wife, athi ayenzeke because it is my duty to her. Mangithi amfuni ngithi ayi. So that's one of the things that I feel is coming up with the conversation esinayo.
So uma ngabe umuntu oyi-one ku relationship engathandi ukuthi sibe nenkonzo wena umama wena ubaba engathandi mhlambe noma insuku sezibentathu engathandi singly nje akekho ready mhlambe ngama-issues owamentioning ukuthi mhlambe emsebenzini akekho right nani, because we know all of these things causes stress. So once umuntu e-stress uyalokhuzana i-excitement nani iyaphela. So for whatever reason I'm tired for the next 2 days. Right? I need to come and consent. Kusho la baba I'm tired namhlanje. So uma ngabe kunesimo esikanjalo, I like to believe ukuthi mhlawumbe kukhona la uzolimala khona umshado we-relationship when for 3 days umama nobaba engathandi. Am I correct? Yilo esisho. Yilo esifisa ukuthi it's allowed to be like that because we're talking about consent. So if I say for the next 3 days I'm not okay, so that's acceptable because we're talking about consent. Yeah? So it's acceptable to it. No, for the next 3 days. Because I'm not okay.
Maybe I can answer your question with a question.
Yeah.
Do we believe in a committed relationship, sex will always happen when you want to? Should it always happen on your terms?
I honestly believe, Uti, when you're in a relationship with both of you are synchronized, and not in the sense of sharing every single moment of but in terms of your relationship, you really know how to come together. There will be a way that you can communicate to your partner without making your partner feel less than. What I know is with the female, when you reject a female sexually and you just like, my friend, I will take it seriously. I will take it so personally because I don't long.
When as a woman.
Me as a woman, in all honesty.
If I say
and let me tell you, I will walk around with the biggest chip on my shoulder. Everything that you do, I need to get the energy. I need values of Maranje. I want in the egg and in the laga over winner. If putting full of 600 and Women have this thing where we know how to manipulate. That's our gift. So once we could manage how to manipulate, that's how we get in and out of situations. So if it was years, give me 3 days. 3 days, one went on. 3 days. What's in 3 days? Yeah, 3 days.
Oh, prepare.
So
I prepare in when you ever
ikhona izinto engicabanga ukuthi yabona ukuba ready kwasemshadweni enye into yabona ngoba yabona ungena emshadweni ungena mhlawumbe ngisolo ukukhuluma ngomshado ngoba inelento isenzeka kwelushado noma ushashada khona abahlalisene khona abayintombi nensizwa lapha nolo sikhuluma kodwa ke ngifuna ukubeka kula esikholelwa ukuthi thina njengabantu ucansi ubuseke khona ungena emshadweni uguludela ukhanda lezi inkinga ukuthi uyikhohle iposition yakho yabo so ngendlela eningi wena noma ngabe ubaba noma ngabe umama ngoba umsebenzi wakho njengomama yini nawe njengobaba yini ngoba mhlawumbe sesikhuluma sisijambele lapha kanti khona izinto esingadlulanga ngazo yabo ukuthi kuze kube khona lapho kube khona umuntu okhwica iqini ekhuluma nenkosi yakhe usebekiliphi izinto ikuphi lapho khona ehluleka khona athi ngiyamthobela ukho konke la usifazane eseyithobela khona indoda yakhe ukuze kufika la khona ethi angikho ready for so much yini engakwazi ukulunga so kuse kunesihlamba esithile khona into ethi lesiyonakele emshadweni of ayilungiso ngoba u3 days ngaba 3 years ngaba 3 months futhi must be very careful of that ngoba uma nje ukwazi ukuthi isikhathi ufuna ukusikala phezulu kwathi so ingakho ngithi lokhu kugulukudela kulesimo lesi mhlawumbe umunye ufika vele emshadweni ukhathele kada qala ucansi yabo so amazwi kulula kuyena unga-enjoy emshadweni usezophumula naye ngizophunyuka khona yabona ngizophunyuka esithile so ingakho ngithi mhlawumbe sikhuluma lento ey'mweni la ngempela sicishe sikhona ukuhluka ngama-dynamic of life yabo so kodwa kube kuthiwa besiyenze kahle lento besoyigcina le wonke umuntu egula ukuthi engene emshadweni ebefisa ungathi uma ukushawa 8 ekuseni ngangcono ukuthi soku7 ntamba noma soku6 emsebenzini ke ngobona leli flower noma lento sikuyinele lento mfuna
sesizovala because isikhathi esinaso sihamba siphele ngifuna si-understand like can men be raped whether of course in a marriage or in a relationship can men be raped ukuthi ngwane ubu-relationship ubaba la ekhaya ukhale uthi cha umama ungihlukumezele noma ke kungekho kuma-relationships official but anywhere else in work environment anywhere else can men be raped ukuthi athi umuntu wesilisa cha ngirishini.
I'll just say, I'm actually flabbergasted by this because for the longest time, abantu besifazane have been marching, have been no power, serious. Women have been talking about there's certain ways that you cannot touch. You can't just come and touch my breast. You can't just come in and hug me anyhow because we've spoken about these things and we've made men know that you just can't handle the woman. You have to ask for consent. You have to make sure is she ready? Is she ready? Is she in the state of mind that you can now enter into the venue? Now, I was flabbergasted when I realized or when I saw this tweet from DJ Dimples, rest in peace to him, to the dear brother. He posted something a while ago about something to the effect of himself being raped. And he said it in such a way that a lot of other people who were busy subtweeting, they were busy saying that they've also been raped. And I'm sitting here thinking, how, my friend? What are you talking about? What is this phenomenon? Like, gay people, they made us understand who they are. They went up in our faces. Now we know there's certain kinds of gays. We all know the alphabets, and we know what's transgender, non-binary, all the pronouns that they use because they stood up and they taught us. Even though some of us were not really digesting well, but they taught us, they in our faces. Now here you find one man who's coming and posting this? After how many years? When did this happen? How come nobody knows about this? What is he talking about?
So
Is it real?
can men be raped?
Yes.
Yeah, please.
Men can be raped. Rape is not a gender thing. It is an aggression thing. Okay? It's gender neutral. It's about aggression. The problem is now is that we have one view of what rape is. We think rape is a physical violation whereby I press you down like shy, then I enter you forcefully. Can't be rape is sexual violation. It's you violating me sexually against my will. So to the question of men being raped, I read up on the issue a bit. Maybe the Mumakonje she's surprised with amadoda kanti nawo ayangikubeza ngokuzathi. I think it goes back to the issue yokuthi we seem to think that women are incapable of being predators to men. Kanti both men and women are capable of predatory behavior. Ukuthi amadoda is physically aggressive because that is our strength.
Yeah, sure.
Eyabesifazane is emotionally manipulative because that is their strength. So a man who is raped probably was not punched. He was not kicked. He was not held down. Umuntu wesifazane waqala wamnqoba. And then after umnqoba subjugated him emotionally to a sexual act ayengafuni.
So in other words, kuyenzeka ukuthi umuntu wesilisa angafuni ukulala nomuntu wesilisa. Unomuntu wesifazane, umuntu wesilisa angafuni nomuntu wesifazane. So manipulate njengoba ibeka
Akukusho ngwane.
usuke engafuni.
Akuproveke ku-court of law. Whereby wesilisa ngoba mhlawumbe i-rape ngakufanele ubuke ngendlela eningi is correct. But when come uzoya emthethweni is out. Ngoba ngeke awuvula icala njengabe-show ukuthi uqale ngane yaze emqondweni icala ngoba kufanele ube physical.
So ina-proof ukuthi ubelilele
Ngiyakuphendula ngayiphendlela. Manje sekwenze lokho sengaphinde kuyena necala rape ngoba lo uzoresista. Kanti ukade nilimele vele ekhaya ephushwa umuntu efuna ukubopha.
Yeah.
So ngisho ukuthi ke into ebuyisilimaze la ngoba awukwazi ukuyiprova scientifically noma ngayiphi indlela awukwazi ukuyiprova. But umbuzo angawazi noma ufuna iyiphi direction yawo ngoba abantu ba-rape literally business. Wangempela mina bekuzothi mhlawumbe asikuyela ba-rape wangempela bakubanjwe ngempela wangamanje akuphoqwe anikezwe into azagcina ayisebenze le nto ebenikezwa iyenzeka.
So eyakho ke-rape kwabunjwa kubantu besilisa yile ungwane bezama ukuyichaza le eba-physical eyomuntu wesilisa leyo.
No, angithi
Ngoba ephoqiwe.
ngithi ikhona leyo but iproveki court of law. Awukwazi ukuya enkantolo nasemaphoyiseni ukuthi ungirephe umuntu wesifazane.
Yeah.
Ngoba
Unless it's physical.
Unless it's physical.
Yeah.
Yabo. Attempted whatever. Yes. Ikhona ecishe ibe kanjalo. Kodwa futhi wesilisa akakwazi ukuyiprova kalula kulo. Nayo le. Kodwa besifazane bayiprova kalula ngoba umthetho esinawo awumile kahle. Safanele iziningi into efayibusa kahle. Kodwa kuningi okusilimalela futhi. Ngoba imvela siyihloniphi.
Yeah.
Mawungaya emhlangeni ufice intombi semhlangeni iphethe umhlangano umsela uhlanga lomhlabathi. Uzigqoke okufanele intombi zangempela. Uma ngabe uyindoda e-weak noma uyindoda engekho esimeni sokuba lapha nokubuyela isimo esikhona uzothi ugathisele ureshiwe utheni uzokwenzakala. So zama ukuthi ke kufanele sihloniphe nemvelo nezinto ezithile esiphila ngaphansi kwazo. Nabantu besifazane kufanele sikwazi bahloniphe ukuthi bebelapha ngoba ziningi izinto efasifuni musukuthi behlezi kabi. Yabo nawe uzama ukuyidefend. Nawe imele but strong lapho ukhona. Kodwa ngisho akarishwa. Kodwa khona nawe into fanele i-role for uyidlale. Uwe ukuthi phela wesimo sonke sesikhona physical ukuze ukwazi ukuyicontrol physical ingqondo yakho ikwazi ukuyisebenza ukuthi lesimo lesongidela ngoba one kunama leaders ezosilahlekela ngenxa yezimo sokubantu kodwa uma we-leader ilwa through lezimo njengalezo ngoba siyadinga kusasa ngoba uzothi wena urishiwe bese urape bese usilahlekela so une-challenge
Can I come in?
Yeah.
What if we go and talk about
In closing.
Okay.
In closing.
I think it wouldn't be right with the conversation seeing as address the issue of implied consent.
Yeah.
Kukhona into ethinta ugajeni le eyokuthi hlonipha imvelo, right? And njengoba singabantu kusho ukuthi sithi hlonipha imvelo yethu as abantu. What do I mean ngakhuluma nge-implied consent? Kunomuntu esifazane owesilisa onokuthi ngireshiwe, kodwa uma esekuchazela indaba ubona ukuthi bahlangane endaweni yokumnandi bebengazani wathengelwana utshwala wathi mayethi lo muntu asihambise le kwavuma bafika le kusebusuku akayi bavalelana endlini laphayana uma befika endlini baye ekamereni mayemqala imqabuze benze foreplay uyavuma mayemkhumulo uyavuma. Are those things not implied consent? I'm not saying umuntu onjalo usuke engareshiwe, but it's possible ukuthi lesi siluleko sesiniwa ugajeni sokuhlonipha imvelo kumele sisibuke ngehlo lokuthi if I know that I'm not willing to sleep with you, I probably should not do anything that suggests ukuthi I may want to.
Yeah.
There's this thing that happens to our females. Usually when we are going out or we are in places where it's public, we enter sometimes, or even actually with a man or umuntu that you are maybe starting a relationship with. Umuntu afisa unikeza isiphiwo sokuthi akwazi ukuconvince to certain things. Convince ukuthi not fine sizohlala nje yabo we're gonna watch a movie. And some of us are naive enough to fall for those things. We don't know that game yet. And even if it's happened a few times, we still think, let me actually just believe the better half of it. But then when push is coming to the shove, the guy is acting like a guy. And he's saying, and then you have that problem, now what do I do? He's playing the guilt card. Like this whole thing of consent, it's such a gray area. It's such a huge gray area. The implied consent, the indirect consent, it's a huge problem. People need to just bottom line. Like if you respect your body and you don't like people doing things to your person that you do not like, do not have the audacity to do to the other person. Don't have that gumption, don't have it. Just remove yourself. And another thing, just educate yourself. Like, I feel like Abantu besilisa, they just want to live in the shadows and they want to blame whoever for whatever. Like, it's so easy. Here we've got serious problems that we're dealing with, but they're the last ones in the queue to come and attend to their mental issues. They're the last ones in the queue to come and talk about the real issues, the things that really bother them. How are we going to know that you people are being raped if you all don't even say jack about it? Who's gonna know if you don't say anything? So I'm sending madala, sending my perverts, sending my stalkers. Yes, and you're killing. First, you're killing women. You're killing one another. You're killing yourselves. You're killing the transgenders. You're killing the gays. My God, who's a salad? Like God gave you a mouth, my guy, a brain, my guy. You're equally capable as I am. And men can also sit and speak about it. It's not about this thing of men saying people don't care. I don't understand where it came from.
Be a man, you will.
But I'm not. That's why I'm saying I don't get it. I wish men could just quit. Don't put the pressure on one another. Let a man speak. If a man is saying, yo, I'm whipped, allow the man to be whipped. My God, he is whipped. You'll also be whipped one day. If a man is saying, you're weak, then don't let me empower him with words. Don't say, don't belittle one another. Stop grading each other. Respect one another so that we can also learn to respect you. And in closing, education. I'm constantly saying, learn, and see how the women did it. Maybe you can copy the same thing.
There you have it, South Africa. Nibazwile ukuthi abafowethu nodadewethu bandeka mnandi kangakanani. Indaba ye sexual consent, it's very important. Whether you are male, whether you are female, you have rights. So it's very important ukuthi kuma relationships ethu South Africa, I plead with you. Kuma relationships age, we need to talk, we need to communicate, because if we are in a relationship, it's because we love each other, we respect each other. So no matter how comfortable for our relationship to work, let's use it. Again, the podcast, the name is #Mamela, because this is a podcast where we make you listen. So till we meet again next time, peace.